So let's get into our truck and go somewhere new. Okay. I don't think you. Yeah, we don't have anything new. So we have a couple new locations: Marastan, the Plains of Mist, and the Auriga Museum. I think are our 3 new locations. Why don't we head here? Yeah, we'll head here. Seems like a major location for us. Okay. Marastan Hanging Coffins tourist site. What? Bus stop. Timeloop Guardian, nice. Hey, access computer. Of course. Alright, well, we'll have to... Oh, there's a time loop right there. I'm guessing that, like, if there's a path over here somewhere, it'll lead to that. Maybe, yeah, maybe this path leads to the time loop. Out of stamina.
The dosage must be off. Okay. Start over.
Hear people crying. Alright, there's like a church over here. I'm guessing the time loop is this way too. Weapon level up, love that. Oh my goodness, and we have a little cave. Okay, here's this. You're gonna take me to the time loop, aren't you? Oh no, you're taking me inside this little church thingy. Can't scan that while I'm in combat. The sigil with the 3 swords is kind of everywhere. Can't open that. Let's go up here. Okay. I don't think we have any of these. Limbic Armory. Ow. How do I get to those guys? Ooh. Caught a page. And after a span that stretches beyond reckoning an age, or mayhaps longer, for he remembers not, at last he halts. He has spent, his will drained, his wit dulled, and his sinews nigh to breaking. Alone he stands. Hi, Plumberry Muffin, how are you? His last embers of light long since swallowed by the abyss, and his throat, parched as a wanderer lost in a desert of night, burns for mercy. Yet even in this void he feels the giant confines around about him, the press of the unseen walls, or is it but the ghost of memory, etched upon his mind by countless hours of weary gazing upon their never-ending surfaces. He has beheld these vertical plains more than he has the sun or the wheeling birds, and yet he knows them not. Are they truly walls? What substance and matter make them? No stone nor timber of the world holds their likeness. They gleam, pale as the snows atop Mount Obec, and veined with endless winding and twirling furrows, as though an army of unseen worms, numberless as the stars, have feasted upon the interminable surfaces for an age beyond mortal grasp. So I can sleepy, prepping you up for bed. My day's going pretty well. As his thoughts drift, his left hand brushes against a flaw, a fissure, small and sharp, where his pickaxe last struck moments ago, or was it days? A wedge of rupture within his unknowable matter. His heart hammers in his breast, far from that slender breach issues a breath of warmth, a whisper of air from beyond. A shudder courses through him, not of fear, but of elation. His fingers tighten about the haft of his pickaxe, and with a cry torn from the depths of his soul, he smites the crack with all the strength that lingers in his failing limbs. Blow upon blow, his strikes fall, blind and desperate, until the rift yawns wide enough for passage. He looks behind him, though he is well acquainted with solitude in these forsaken depths for a long time now. The last of his brothers gone, like their attention to other things. And then, casting himself forward through the breach, he tumbles from the shroud of night and into radiance, into a brilliance unbound, a light so fierce it should sear his flesh, melt his very eyes within their sockets. Yet it does not. Instead, his eyes brim and his tears spill freely down his face, for before him lies a sight no man has ever beheld, nor dreamed of in his boldest fancy. Palom sinks to his knees, weeping, trembling, for he knows with all the certainty of his soul that he stands before the eye of God. Okay, a little bit of their religious text there. How do we get to those other enemies? And how do we get to the frickin' Timeloop? Bestowed upon the noble house of Ravetta by the master sculptors of the Second Lodge of Terror, may it stand eternal, a sentinel over our fate. Well, we know where that door is now, so that's good. We'll get through here. Chambers of Young Lady Harbor. I do wish you could break more terrain in this game. This is like the only way up. I can take this here and drop into this courtyard, which I've already done. Can I go this way though? Yeah, I can. Clever. There is something here. I think you're more important. Full arm up. Oh, another Theta Amine prism. That is big. That is actually huge. Oh, there's the time loop. Okay. So yeah, it was over here. Second Lodge of Terror, first stone mortared in 1847. We do not slumber, nor do our eyes ever shut, for we know that our wisdom in calamatic warfare, our guiding hand in culture, and the fire of our light shall yet be called upon by the people of our fair and noble province. Okay, time loop's updated. Ah, and I can drop back down here. Nice. Okay. Well, sort of figured that out. Let's go this way. Oh, I don't think I can go this way. Alright, let's check this out. Hanging Cliffs tourist site. That's quite a thing. Okay, new usable item. Marastan Bugle Sports. Busy weekend, blah blah blah. Results. Matches were the last schedule for the foreseeable future. For the safety of players and staff, regulation league matches will be temporarily suspended following the recent political volatility across the country. Okay. Mystery discovered. Locked down, huh? A lot of little pathways in these woods. Oh. Oh. Okay, I don't have any slots for that. Let's see here. They have murdered her, but we escaped with the martyred body. To us she was sanctified, a saint in flesh and spirit. To the sons and daughters of Hallam she blazed as the fiercest light and struck as the sharpest sword against those who wanted to unmake and spoil our sacred creed. Though through her wrath the profane fell in numerous throngs, devoured by her wondrous tower. By her hand Hadia was reclaimed, ours once more. Okay, well this is going to be an interesting thing. There's 3 slots for thingies there. Okay, let's quickly go over here, because yeah, I didn't go over here yet. Here they never find me. While I lie among the whispering grass, the world fades, and for a fleeting breath I am free. I close my eyes and rise, soaring far above, beyond this place, beyond my uncle's maddening shadow. My bruises mend, and the poison of their endless sermons drains from my mind, leaving naught but silence. Okay. Interesting. Some graffiti on the wall over there. Alright, so I think we've been here. We haven't been this way yet. Alright, couple of paths here. Oh. Who's saying that? Samo's General Store. Spare set of car keys down to the general store at Marastan. Interesting, we got some propaganda going. First aid kit, nice. Bedtime, have a good night. Doors locked from the other side. Doors locked from the other side, what? Can't be locked from all sides. Maybe someone will come in and like open this up for us at some point. We had that happen with the blacksmith. Once we rescued them. Okay, there's our vehicle. So got that squared away. That must be like the Bloody Queen statue or whatever. Okay, so we killed these guys. Oh, that goes all the way down to there again. Okay, so we don't have to go down that one path. You can also come to it from here. Cool. Yeah, I know. I hear the person crying in there. We'll deal with it. I want to get the monsters first. Key for the antenna. Antenna maintenance box. I hear ya. How the fuck do I get in here? How do you get into this? Can't climb up this. Or is this just a tough deal with it? You can't get in there? Might have to find someone else to let me in or something? I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, hi. So we get in here. Timeloop Guardian was killed. Oh, nice. We can get into here. Oh, nope. We can just get on the porch. That's it. Okay. Not that helpful. Looks like we can drop down here. Yeah. That's not helpful. Back here. Green. Drone module. Weird that we like can't get into any of these houses, like none of them are openable. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's a bunch of people there, but we're not allowed to go in there, apparently. There's our campfire. I think there was a way around, like... over here? It took me a bit to figure that one out. How you doing? Okay, I got a ladder here, so I can probably just drop in here. What's going on over here? Exploration item, gas canister, half full of gas. Okay. Might need that for someone.
Oh, I've been looking forward to a good time with the famous Marastan ladies leader. I knew there had to be a reason we didn't wipe out these saps yet. At least some of them are good for something.
I see.
We could barely see our beautiful lady when we got here. Sarge had us set up these spotlights. Checked right into the town's power grid. Heard some houses lost power up there. Fair trade, if you ask me.
Oh man, I can't believe the tower's still transmitting. It was Sarge's idea last time we came through here. They've been stuck listening to that shit on repeat for months. Where is Sarge anyway? Oh, that's right, said he had an itch to take care of. Oh, I swear, he's hornier than the rest of us put together.
Love that.
He said gassing up the boat would take too much time, so he just followed the river. On foot! What an absolute fucking maniac!
Alright, well I have gas. Doors locked from the other side, interesting. And who are you, sir?
I stand in
Palomist
Cephas's
priest.
gaze. If you have made it this far, you also stand in his blessed sight. What can a humble servant of our Lord Cephas do for you, my son?
Who are you?
I am Father Bramont. I have traveled here as a pilgrim to pay homage to our matron saint and spread Cephas's divine sight upon the righteous followers of Palom. I have blessed these holy soldiers and their weapons. They will free our sacred lands from the heretics. The Illigad Valley will be ours again.
How do I get inside the Blood Queen statue?
The Sabinian dogs desecrated the statue of our beloved matron saint. Why would anyone desecrate such a noble woman? The Sabs responsible were rightfully executed. We kept one of those dogs alive to clean, repair, and maintain the statue. If you want to enter the statue, you must speak with that swine Talus. He has the key to the gate. Go up in the village. His home has a mural painted on it. It also has 3 satellite dishes on the roof.
Okay.
Hadia is the land rightfully given to us Palomists by our Lord Cephas. It was created and given to the followers of Palom. Our sacred duty and divine right is to protect Hadia from the threats from without and within. The Eye of Cephas has remained to watch over all Palomists. The Illigad Valley, our most sacred land, will be freed from the Sabinian locusts. Our holy Deimos division shall see to it.
The Civil War?
This war is a blessing. It is a holy war, a crusade to rid us of the Sabinian plague. And we will seize this opportunity with unyielding fervor and unwavering faith. We will return Hadia to its former glory by ridding our lands of this blight.
The Peacekeepers.
They are outsiders, which makes them almost as bad as Sabs. They are not to be trusted. These outsiders meddle in things that do not concern them. I was relieved to hear that they had left Hadia. Good riddance.
Civilians.
Those wretches stand in the shadows like snakes in tall grass outside our Lord's gaze. And they have willingly chosen this path. They have chosen misery, death, and damnation. The
Palomist.
Deimos division are the noblest of our soldiers. They are like the Inquisitors of Palom, purging the heretic Sabinians from our lands. Our brave soldiers need not worry about the demons. They now stand in Cephas's gaze. I made sure of it. These men are bound for Jehania and will dispense in sorely needed justice.
I see.
This war is just. It is better than living in a peace held together by hypocrisies.
And the
The
creatures.
demons are not to be feared. They are a part of a divine process. They are a necessary evil to restore Hadia and the Palomists to righteousness. You will see. Once they have cleansed the land of sin, we shall inherit Hadia.
Alright. Well, we got the information we needed out of him. He's suitably, nuts. Alright. So we can't open the gate to the tower. Part of me wants to equip a different secondary weapon. Because I've barely been upgrading any of them. I don't need to, of course. I don't need to upgrade every single weapon, but you know. We're going to be maxed out on a couple of these here soon. At least for now. Okay, so we've already been here. We haven't gone up here yet, though. Thomas. That's charming. Oh. Okay. There's multiple statues that I can rotate. I can rotate them in 8 degrees, essentially. Several of them. The eye up there. I could try to turn them all so they're facing the eye, but I'll keep an eye out for a clue at some point. This way first. Find a way to get up there. Come on. Bunch of stuff here. Lovely. The hamlet is now ours. Once a den of traditionalist decay, it stands reborn, a proud village of the reformist cause. Even this church, once steeped in Palomist rigidity, we have claimed and painted afresh. And here, the just words of Savin are spoken beneath the benevolent gaze of Setherith. But let us not be lulled into ease, for we dwell in the heart of the enemy's land. They encircle us, their hatred always festering. No idea how to get into that. Oh, he's probably the guy that we were told about. He's got the mural on his door. We'll deal with you in a minute, sir. A3, lift the veil and see the light. Okay, and then this is back down here to the graveyard. Okay. 1990. I already read that. Newspaper clipping. See, do I have recoil 1? Do you have frightful ambush 2? Soaring Eagle Delian Grill, huh? To activate that later. Research item, Operation Appleseed. Okay. Let's see here. Whoop. Yeah, this weapon is way under leveled for here, but that's fine. We're getting it there. Come here. Okay. Come on, climb. Put your giant ass sword away. Oh, hey.
Well, the creatures don't seem to bother us up here. Stroke of luck that Laura and I were able to grab enough supplies before they mobbed us. Just before they appeared, Sammo dropped off his van for a tune-up. He owns the general store down the road to the southeast. I really hope he's okay. Our food isn't gonna last forever. If I had the keys to that van, we'd bail out of here. We'll never make it on foot, and it's the only working vehicle around here. Damn it.
Might have them.
You found the spare keys for the van?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, shit. Now we're talking. I really thought we might be stuck up here forever. Time to get the hell out of town. Hey, thanks again for this. We'll gather our things and head out. Hopefully as far away from Marastan as possible.
Dad says we can't go down until... It's okay, though. I like...
Alright, well, there we go. And can I don't think I can go over the roof. No. Alright, good deed done. So far we've only, like, actually failed one good deed, which is nice. I was hoping not to fail any, but I didn't know that, we had limited time with her. What happened? Maybe stupid, but yeah, it's just a way down here. And we've already done that. Okay. Alright, let's go back up the hill. Okay, we've been there. We've not been in here. Traveler's Refuge. Another building I can't go in? Alright. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Oh, hang on. Hi.
Our town has a lot of spirit. Even through all the hardships, we stayed in touch with each other with these ham radios. Now that the power is out, oh, I'm blind and deaf in here. Totally isolated since they took my wife away. Thank you, but...
Yeah, I see that's the guy up there. Oh, hang on. Ah. I could put fuses in. Hi, David. Alright, if I get my hands on some fuses, I know what to do with them. Hi.
Thanks for taking care of the creatures. Whoever is left in Marastan will have a chance to get some supplies.
Who are you?
My name is Talus. I used to be a lawyer before the war. Look at what these Palomists, these animals did to me for wanting to vote for Sabinian freedom.
Now they've reduced me to being the caretaker of that giant, screaming bitch. The punishment for a crime I never committed.
Hi, Lady Aurora. How are you? I know the voice.
You must have seen it. To us Sabinians, the Blood Queen symbolizes oppression.
How do I get inside
How
the
do I
statue?
get inside the statue?
I locked the gate and swore I'd never set foot there again.
You're like, wait a minute.
Here. Take the key. The gate is southwest of here. Once through the gate, the tunnel that leads inside the head is on your right.
Alright. General, it's
Hadia
Hadia.
has fallen into the worst kind of chaos there is.
Almost time to go home. Yay!
I'm a lawyer. Well, I was. For me, it's deplorable to see
Still no
that
Edgar
the laws as
snacks.
we know them
I
are
can
no more in our country.
reactivate them.
Do you know what the law is now in Hadia? Guns. Power comes out of the barrel of a gun. I don't know who said that.
Needs to be a command just to give him a
Very
hug.
accurate. Most Hadians think this war's going nowhere, but they are powerless.
David, how you doing
many
today?
disagree? Is it 60%? Is it even 80%? I don't know. The majority are confused and frightened, so they go along. They're being led by the 10% who have the guns. Sadly, that's all they need.
Civil War.
Marastan was the stage of many
I just skipped gym
events.
today and now you're mad at yourself? Yeah, fair.
Unfortunately, I witnessed them all. I hardly know where to begin. The bombing of the market by Palomist extremists. The terror campaign led by Deimos Division to thwart the referendum. The media's constant campaign of dehumanizing the other side. This awful war could have been prevented. The politicians had other ideas, I guess. They could have divided Hadia into two states.
Two-state solution.
Palomist
How am I?
and
I'm
the
doing
other
okay.
Sabinian. But
Just
nobody wanted to back down or listen.
playing the hell of war here.
When this war ends, and it will, I'd like these politicians to be tried in an international court. That's what these war pigs deserve. They should rot in jail for the rest of their lives, just like the corpses on the battlefield.
The Peacekeepers.
I met General Romeo in Ljubljana. I was part of the delegation representing the Sabinian separatist movement of southern Argola. As a foreign observer, the general had been deployed in several countries to oversee referendums and elections. He gave us helpful information and pointers on how to proceed. The general and his peacekeepers were well received in Hadia. I believed they could prevent the war. But when things began to get out of hand, the peacekeepers did nothing to stop what was happening. During the referendum campaigns, Palomist thugs were chopping off hands and arms to prevent Sabinians from voting. The peacekeepers did nothing. They left when we needed them the most. I never understood why. They redeployed to Leith's airport. Nothing was happening in Leith at the time. Look, despite it all, I still believe that General Romeo and his peacekeepers are good people with the right intentions. The man I met in Ljubljana wasn't a coward. Quite the opposite. The reality is that General Romeo has someone above him. And it's that person who is to blame for this fiasco.
The Sabinians.
We came so close to our independence. Polls showed that we were ahead of the Palomist opposition. Their terror campaign worked. I don't blame my fellow Sabinians for avoiding the voting booths. They were afraid. And rightfully so. Even if you have 1,000 sheep versus one wolf, the wolf will always win. I wanted Sabinians to have a new province of their own. I was shattered when we lost.
Palomist.
They are the lowest life forms on this planet. Look at their elite soldiers. Their Deimos division was created for one single purpose: to murder, rape, and
This guy talks a lot. Yeah.
families.
A lot of the characters talk a lot.
They call themselves elite soldiers.
This is all optional dialogue here,
There is nothing.
so you
elite
can skip
about
it if you
them.
don't want to hear all the details.
They emptied their prison cells to fill their ranks. They were explicitly recruited to commit the worst atrocities possible. You don't believe me?
Gotta get the lore, though. Although at this point it's mostly everyone's a monster, everyone's raping and killing and, you know, brutalizing the other side.
Chopping the hands and arms off law-abiding civilians. Their message was clear.
There's a clear point.
No hands, no vote. There you have it. A Palomist in a nutshell.
The creatures.
I have no words.
I am very curious to learn the lore of how the demons like really spawned. We know they're sort of fueled by extreme negative emotions, but
there they are.
Beyond
Just a
that,
few feet away, straight out of the fear-mongering book the Palomists preach. I have to rethink everything. Their existence has shaken the very foundations of my beliefs.
All right. Well, we got what we need from you, sir. Thank you for the key. This house is open. One of the only ones we've seen that's open. Hi, who are you?
I don't think I can go on like this. I'll probably never see my daughter again. With everything that's happened, there's only so much a man can take. The power cut is just another kick in the gut.
When we first moved here, this town stood for something. That maybe all these divisions could be mended. That maybe we could coexist in peace. Yanko's grand idea of integration. What a load of crock. He really had us all wrapped around his finger. Now, we're just a beat-down minority surrounded by people who hate us. If they won, I look at my grandchildren, and I weep for them.
I don't think I have anything for you guys. Yeah, I can put fuses in here too. I wonder if I only get a certain number of fuses and I have to choose between the houses that have no power. That would be a rough choice. Have we been here yet? No. Medkit. Alright, let's try to kill these guys. Item behind that. Back here. Probably just a... yeah. Okay. Hi.
Only a Palomist mind would be so twisted. Physical wounds weren't enough. Now they're trying to open psychological ones. I'd give my other arm to turn this garbage off.
First they take my wife, then some fucking monsters show up. Now this power surge blows out the fuses. What else could possibly go wrong? I knew moving to Marastan was a bad idea. Fucking heartless Palomist assholes.
What's going on here? Ah, back through the back. There's your fuse box. So that's 3 people's... That's 3 fuse boxes. But I've not seen any fuses yet. I blocked that. Okay. Alright, let's go in here. So I haven't figured out that church graveyard puzzle, but... Key Marastan Church. Okay. Oh, and something else. Key to the statue. Key to the church. Tithe. Draws good shit yesterday. I'm heading back to the camp so no one gets suspicious. If Sarge finds out, he'll rake us over the coals that we didn't cut him in. I can't believe all this stuff was just lying around the church. Feels like no one had been in there for ages. I consider it a tithe for Marastan's continued existence. Oh, we've got to find out what this key opens. Here's hoping a lot more shit. Okay. What else we got? Unlock and open. Okay. Door is locked from the other side. Just watch your step as you are entering. I mean, you always gotta watch your step whenever you're entering. Oh, okay. Locked from the other side, okay. Okay, I see. We're... You know, we can just hop over here and unlock this. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Well, there's a lot going on here.
This fucking recording. I'd rather go out, suck off one of these creatures than listen to this shit for another day. For months now. Piping in this drivel. I have no idea where they're transmitting from. Yeah. Fuck that I wish I know where.
Okay. 1 fuse. Oh, this is right here. Here, we're already back here. How do I get inside the church? Is it something in the graveyard? There's another door somewhere. No door over here. It must be from the graveyard. It must be that we have to, like, do this puzzle to open the church, but I don't know what the... what the puzzle is. So... thought that was... look in here. We already killed that guy. Is there anything in here? No? Okay. So we've gone through here. So this way is the way we haven't gone yet. Nice, level up. Okay, there's a ladder there. What's this way? Broadway children's book. Nice.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Ugh. I feel like I'm wasting my time here. How can such a prominent figure be completely absent from all records? There are massive statues of her everywhere. Does no one ask any questions? Do they just swallow the propaganda? There has to be a deeper story here. What's more, I've had to suffer this wretched lot for months. I'll be glad to leave them to their misery.
Huh.
The misery that they brought upon themselves. I've had it with this place. I hate to do this to Lucan again, but it's best to move away soon. Before he makes
what food are you making?
Sabs.
Behold the location of her eternal rest. Okay, we know where that is. But how do we do it? Buried among the eagles lies the means to reach the queen. Eastward face the six. Its secrets you will glean. Okay. So we need to turn the eagles all facing east. Oh. Okay, hold the phone. Is this going to lead up to... Unless you can... Yeah, David, what are you making for us? Yeah, is this going to go up to that locked gate? Yes, it is. Okay. So we might be able to go sabotage this transmitter down here, which would be kind of amazing. Alright. Let's go back up. And I think we can now solve the church puzzle. Maybe if we talk to some of them, we can, they might have more information for us or whatever, because they're no longer being bombarded with this stupid messaging. Okay. East. So I need them all to face east. That's southeast. East. Okay. We'll just keep going this way. One more, I think. Yeah. Let's see. One more. Can't scare me, bitch. Okay. Nice creepy church tomb. See here. Oh. Tablet fragment red, okay. Limbic Rod Terror, nice. There's something in there, but that's just a regular item. See here. Door's closed. We'll probably have to open it with puzzle somehow. Oh, bones. Let me look this way first, I guess. Oh. Tablet fragment square. Oh, hang on, where do these go? Timeloop. Defensive gear. Receiving a fatal blow will instead restore your health. Interesting. You get a cheat death. A research item. They bade me strike this wall a full 50 times. What? It's not gonna work. nothing's happening. But if we go, maybe we'll discover a way around that. Oh, got it. Okay, so there's that door. Tablet fragment oblique. Okay. Oh, the tablet fragments must be to place at the great like crypt site or whatever. Got it. Okay, let me chit chat with our buddies.
Thanks, Sethrus. Fuck off, pals.
Yeah, I did have something to do with it. Okay. There were 3 people who were missing, like, fuses in their fuse box. Oh, we got 3 fuses. Got it. Okay, so we actually got 3 fuses. That's nice.
I appreciate your efforts, but it isn't.
When we first moved, the ankles now.
So let's see. We got one fuse box. I think one of the houses down here was without power. Maybe this one. This one back here. Now we have to like go up here. That's nice that they're not making me choose who gets power and who doesn't.
Thank you for stopping the blood.
Power's back. Just a drop in the bucket for our situation, but thank you nonetheless.
Okay, there's one more person. Wasn't this guy, was it? No, he's got a generator, so he's fine. Hang on, that door opens up there. Yeah, I just noticed that. Exploration item. Urn full of ashes. Oh! Got it. That's for the guy at the last place we were. Shay, I'm sorry, but weekly poker run is canceled. I'm getting out of here. I know it's sudden, but the whole affair with my father's death has made me realize I don't want to stay here anymore. You remember my little brother Edwin? He wants me to bring his father's urn to him in Jeljin. Can you believe that? Like I've got nothing better to do. Just because he's a priest now doesn't mean he can boss me around. I told him I was leaving town and that if he wanted the urn so badly, to come and get him himself. I'm done with this nonsense. So I'm leaving. I suggest you do the same. Nothing good will come of staying in Marastan, and you know it. Tell the rest of the gang I'm sorry. Best of luck, Arn. Okay. Well, that explains that one. Who was the last person who needed power? You guys? No, you got a generator. I can hear it. I don't think it was this house. Yeah, this house was like abandoned. Just had an item behind it. So it would be someone you could go in and talk to. Maybe there were only 2 up here and there's a 3rd one somewhere totally different. I don't know. Not the guy who had the fuses in his garage, right? No, he's got power. It's possible there's someone else like down the hill somewhere. There's that farmhouse where that girl's crying. But I also don't... There wasn't like an obvious way in or anything to that. Alright, let's check out down here really fast. See if we can close the time loop because we're here. Like, it always could be one of these houses, you know? Don't see a fuse box there. Maybe there's a fuse box on this somewhere? And if I turn the power on, she'll, like, open it up? Nope, nothing. Okay. Let's go see if we can close this time loop. If we have the right equipment for it. And then we'll go open up this tomb.
What the fuck do you think you're doing? I won't do it again. I swear.
Theta, you got it.
You're damn right you won't.
You think this is funny?
Disrespectful little shit.
Okay. Beloved Queen, under his gaze, your presence. Okay, so the person was like vandalizing the statue, and then a bunch of people killed him. Because, you know, that's the appropriate response. Alright, let's head over to this thing and see if we can open this up. And then we'll see if it's like a whole thing or if it's just a quick, you know, just a gather an item sort of a thing. Okay, so okay. Let's see here. What icons do we have on this? Oh, hang on. It probably is meant to be these exact ones. Horn. Nice. Alright, level 8. Let's see how big of a thing this is. Okay. Seems like it might be sort of this room. Okay, so we have a 4 symbol thing here. An avid pupil, our future queen learns not only the ways of the Palomist faith, but also the art of war and strategy. Queen Harver Reveda, destined to become protector of the Palom and defender of our traditions, our queen, pious and virtuous, rules over Hadia with grace and wisdom. For the love of his queen, King Garland converts to the Palomist faith. Queen Harver Reveda looks to the east and prepares for war to protect Holy Palom legacy. Utterly victorious over her enemies, our beloved queen enacts plans to purify Hadia from the heretic filth. Okay. I think it's the things that are like shown in gold. So the swords. That might be the, no, it's this one, swords. The things that are surrounding gold. The crown. Right? Yeah, it's a 3-thinged crown. Then the eye. Then the altar. Sword of the Blood Queen. A well-preserved sword, still gleaming despite its obvious age. The ornate golden hilt features an inlaid jewel found in the sarcophagus of the Blood Queen in Marastan. Queen's Eulogy. Okay. Here rests Harver Reveda, the unyielding divinity, keeper of purity, archon of vengeance, and protector of the righteous. Let her wisdom echo through eternity. Long may her manifold deeds inspire us to greatness. None greater than the Arcus Spire, the pinnacle of righteousness and pride of our nation. Amidst the wilderness of Sinedra, the grand tower looms. Only our beloved queen could envision so profound an undertaking. Only our beloved queen could shepherd its foundation, and only our beloved queen could realize its full potential. The spire shall forever remain open to Our Lady Ravetta and her instrument of vengeance here interred. Got it. The thing that I said at the tower had something I needed to put in a slot. It's her sword. That's the key to opening the spire. I thought the spire was going to be an end game location, but I think it might just be the final resting place of the Keystone of Rage, which is still that's like 1/4 of our mission right there, but good to know. Okay. I do not know where the last place is that needed power, but we can come back to that. I do want to do one thing really quickly.
When you have a second, I have more information on the Arca Spire.
Yep.
Let me know if you want more information on anything you find out there.
The Arca Spire.
What did you find on the Arca Spire?
I ran the Arca Spire into the database. There is no mention of why the tower was built. However, I did come across something else. Epsilon, an OMSIF division, had several objectives in southern Umbrahan. One of them was to find a way into the Arca Spire.
Mm-hmm.
They were ordered to investigate some ruins in Sinedra Forest, near the Arca Spire. Their unit, Epsilon 11, was never heard from again. Now I know where you got the APC.
Ah.
They believed the underground ruins would lead into the Arca Spire. They were wrong. Let's go to Sinedra Forest and find out where the actual entrance to the tower is located.
Yeah, I know where it's located. I just needed the
Let me
key.
know if you need more information on something.
What do we find here? Children's book.
Good find. I'll look it up.
An inscription along the spine identifies this gift as book as belonging to Harver Ravetta, a gift from her uncle and guardian, Thomas Ravetta. In her childhood, Harver would spend much time at her uncle's manor in present-day Marastan. The book contains several short stories, allegories, and characterized illustrations aimed at young children. Throughout the pages contain a scornful tone of derision towards Sabinian people, often mocking or demonizing them as sinful evildoers, or even drawing comparisons to insects. A prime example of the indoctrination to which Harver was exposed from a young age that would ultimately shape her ideology as queen.
Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one.
Operation Appleseed candidate file. This file contains sensitive information on Operation Appleseed, the codename given to the now infamous Marastan Market bombing. This file includes a complete psychological analysis of the candidate chosen to carry out the bombing, Byron Velba. It details the recruitment and subsequent psychological manipulation of the civilian, who was specifically targeted due to his participation in the Yvel riots of March 1990. The file proves conclusively that the bombing was not the random act of a Palomist extremist, but a black op devised and orchestrated by the Aestus division in Axiom. It was carefully planned and executed to heighten ethnic tensions.
Interesting find. Let's see what the server can tell us about it.
Early in the 8th century, after 300 years of violent religious war, the forces of the Palomist traditionalists and the Sabinian reformists tentatively set aside their differences to focus on a rising danger that threatened them both. The white horse became a symbol of that truce. It represented hope, a light in the darkness, courage to face the evil ahead. These small wooden figurines were carried by soldiers on the battlefield to signal their former enemies that they intended to uphold the truce.
Hey, Jeljin has a vault of forbidden knowledge.
Yep. In the tunnels below the chapel. We know where that is. That's actually where I was going to go, because we can turn in one of our quests there too. All right. Okay, so we got this guy hiding out over here who we can give the ashes to.
You've brought my father's ashes. Huh. You are a saint. I do hope you haven't inconvenienced yourself for this. I feel relieved to have the ashes here with me. It gives me some solace with which to face the chaos upon us. I prepared a niche at the southern mausoleum for the urn, my father's final resting place. It will have to wait for now. The demons swarm along the grounds.
Columbarium. Do I put your father's ashes away for you? I wonder if that's the implication, that he wants me to put the that it wants me to put the ashes away. Here, or was it? I think there was one other place. Yeah. So I think there was one other place with urns. Another internment place. Come on. I remember seeing another spot where there were places for ashes. Oh, it's here. This one. There we go. Yeah. Don't worry, I took care of it for you, sir. Then down here's where the doorway is that we now know how to open. Right here. Okay. Okay. This, but Tome, the Silent Safeguard. Tome, the Ascendance of the Hellion Lodges and the Birth of Olympic Aesthetics 2. God, there's so much lore. Great Sword of Ecstasy. Twin Axes of Terror. Parchment Vanished. Those are all just lore. Sword of Rage. Full Arm of Grief. New active relic. Siphon enemy's limbic energy to refill your own. That could actually be good. I'm not really using the stamina recovery in particular. But I also just need to remind myself that I can do it. Like, stamina recovery speed's pretty fast in this game anyway. Weapon level up. That's why I took this route. I was like, I know a couple of those are going to wake up and I can get my weapon up. Weapon level up. Those words. Let's see if this guy has anything to say.
Bless you. You have done more for me than I can ever repay. May Setherus gaze upon you. Always.
Okay, good deed done. Alright. My little drone buddy. Alright, let's go back to kind of home base. Back to home base. It's as close as we have to home base because it's where our blacksmith is. Look at one thing really quick.
You want to join me? There's plenty of food. He's watching his family. He waits until This was his favorite toy.
I remember reading something about this.
Wherever you went. Thank you for returning it. Now that I have something of his to hold on to, please take his picture away. I can't look at him anymore. The guilt and shame. It's unbearable. Thank you. I don't know how I'm supposed to carry on after this. All of us deserve something better.
Classroom picture. Got it. And that's what you're supposed to give to the woman, the despondent woman, to remind her of better times. Still don't know where I can get the Pathum mead and give it to the one soldier who's drunk over here, but we don't always get to solve everything. Let me just look at my stuff here. So we got a lot of A lot of information on that. Got a lot of boxes I need to open up too. Clear out my... Yeah, love the neighbor failed. God, we almost are going to have all these. There's a few left, but it's the only one we failed so far. And research. Four vaults, and 4 vaults opened. Okay, but with that, we are gonna wrap up the stream there. That's the end of today's journey with Hell Is Us. We made a lot of really good progress today, and I feel like we're almost to the end of like one of the branches. Where we'll get our next keystone, which is, you know, what we need to unlock the end game, presumably. So, thank you all for joining in on this.